Good morning. Welcome to Taylor Sportsplex. Game 3, the round robin, Michigan's Tier 1 state finals. Fox takes on Honeybaked. Both teams come in 2-0. Both teams already punched their ticket to the semifinals next weekend. Caesars and Honda on the other side. Winner here is a big advantage of playing Honda in the semis rather than Caesars. There's a lot at stake here for both teams. Martin in net, Henning and Crochalk at D. Molyneux, Teuscher, Lightfield, nope, scratch that. Durrani and Langen at D. Molyneux, Teuscher, Lightfield at forward. 17-minute period, 2-minute power plays. Teuscher going to take the draw. Face off tied up, Honeybaked takes it. Near side. Parker stands him up. Ryan takes the puck, goes it through the middle of the Kai, just off the tip of his stick, chipped in deep. Parker's going to pick this up behind Mason. Parker rims hard for Dylan. Dylan through the middle to Ryan. Ryan hits Kai's skate, brings it in, turns it over though. Honeybaked breaks it right back in on Parker. Side of that, Mason save, loose in front. Honeybaked still with it, Mason saves, holds. Face off, and so Hart's his line out now. Hart's, Ball, and Adams. Turned over by Ball. Andrew with it. Easton take it down, throws it through the middle to Adams, doesn't get there. Puck bounces back to Lenny. He chips it out of the zone to Adams. Adams, soft chip ahead for Ball. Ball and Hart's break in, 2-on-2. Ball goes wide, sends a shot through, glove save, and held. Ryan's line right back out. Fox is the home team here in white. Honeybaked away in black. Fox will have the advantage of the last change. Tied up, one by Honeybaked. In the corner, Dylan muscled off his puck. Kai races over for it, picks this up, chips it behind the net, looking for Dylan. Dylan far corner. Dylan ran into Honeybaked, takes this out of the zone near side. Chips out of the zone to the D zone. Kai in the corner. Shot on Mason was saved. Puck chipped by Andrew to Ryan. That's into the netting out of it. Penny and Taya Day now. Langen and Fink. No coops. Now you're right in the way. Penny in to take the draw. Wins this. Langen gets tied up. Can't get the puck. Penny in the corner. Chases after him. Penny keeps him all the way wide with the body. Gets help from Fink. Honeybaked takes the puck. Chip through the middle. Honeybaked still on it. Still with it. Backhander goes wide. Honeybake's out of the net, behind the net. Rimmed into the corner. Up to the point now. Kept in. Up to, down low on the goal line. Penny with the body. Braxton takes this puck with time now behind the net. Takes a look. He's got Fink near side. Goes up the wall. Misses Dave, but Ray can't pay it. Jake chips in deep. Fox will get a change here. Ball's line out now. Puck, ooh boy, Langen's going to go here. Langen with a hook. Hartz and Adams. Krochak and Duraney. Hartz didn't take the draw. Best up. One by Honeybaked up to the point. Hartz pressures. Pass far side. Down low now. In the corner behind the net. Centering pass doesn't connect. Moved up to the point by Adams. D to D for Honeybaked. Parker pressures. Hartz pressures. Puck near side now. Up to the point. Kept in. Chipped around Parker. Soft pass up to the top. Near side. Down low. Centering pass. That's over the net. Rimmed around by Honeybaked. Down low now. Shot blocked by Andrew. Comes to Parker. He can't get this out. Honeybaked holds the line. Near side now. Walks in the middle. Bouncing puck. Doesn't make it through. Honeybaked takes this away. Minute 15 left on the PK for Fox. Honeybaked with it. Down low. On the goal line. Tries to power around. Turns the puck over behind the net. Honeybaked gets away back up. Andrew. Near side. He's not going to get there. Honeybaked cycles it in behind Parker. Rimmed around. 55 left on the PK. Puck loose. Andrew can't get it. Puck clip in the corner. Honeybaked rims this up to the point. D to D. Back again. Blocked by Parker. That hurt him though. Honeybaked still with it. Andrew. Hartz can't get this out. Puck into the corner. Parker tied up. Muscles that out of here. Throws it all the way down. Fox is going to get a change here. Teuscher and Lightfield. Henning and Fink. That's going to be an icing. 22 seconds left on the PK for Fox. They'll have an offensive zone draw. Takes off. Honeybaked in the skates. They pull it out. Takes it behind his net. Dillon cycles in. Now out. Ryan cycles in. Pass connects far side. Henning holds him wide. Lenny ties him up. Fink. Teuscher. 5 seconds on the PK. Honeybaked with it. Shot over the net. That will do it. Langen out of the box. He joins the play. Puck rimmed around. So 3 defensemen out there for Fox with Ryan and Dillon. Puck comes to Langen. Can't get it out of the zone. Down low. Tipped over the net. Fink in the corner. Goes it through the middle. That might be on net. That's going to avoid a whistle. Ryan on the forecheck. Puck rim behind the net. Honeybaked with it in the corner. Just through the middle. Picked off by Andrew. Andrew throws this kitty corner. Far side. Ryan hard on it. Ryan with the hit. Braxton skates into it. Ryan gets a piece of this. Moves it in the corner. Puck through the middle. Connects in on Granville and Krochak. Back in and through the middle. Bouncing puck. Braxton plays this along. Ball with it. Puck comes to ball. Ball goes wide. Goes to break on. Tied up by 2 with help from Adams. Honeybaked with it. Chips out of the zone. Comes to Langen. Jack picks this up. To Granville. To Adams. Tips in deep for a ball. Fox gets a partial change. Honeybaked with it. Enters on Lenny. Shot through the middle. Blocked by Lenny. Saved by Mason. Cycled in behind the net. Comes to Langen. Langen flips out of the zone. Bouncing puck. Honeybaked with it. Kale gets a piece of this. Comes to Lenny. Lenny moves it forward for Kale. Kale chips in deep. Kale with the body. Just past Anteo. Honeybaked with it. Cuts through the middle. Past Penny. Andrew stands him up. Puck in the zone. Blocked by Parker. Side of the net. Saved by Mason. Face off right here in front of the Fox bench. Up in deep behind Mason. Andrew picks it up off the boards. Andrew chips in near corner for Parker. Parker's not going to get there. Honeybaked takes it away, cuts to the middle. Shot. Oh, no. Saved. Thought that went in. Dylan has his pocket pick. Through the middle. Connects. Side of the net. Mason shuts the door. Covers. Langen out. Crochalk off. One to the boards. Honeybaked with it. Parker turns him over. Parker skates over behind the net. Cycles it for Jack. Langen sends one through the middle. Just misses Dylan. Icing. Just have one by Honeybaked. Up to the point. Far side. Connects. In the corner. Langen picks him up. Cycled. Ryan with the hit. Freezes up. Comes right to Honeybaked. Up through the middle. Langen takes his way. Comes right to the Vito. Puts it down in the corner. Behind Parker. A little easy Parker. With the hit. Up, tied up. 2 Honeybaked. 1 Fox. Langen pulls this out. Dylan gets a stick in there. Pulls it out again. Dylan with it. 3-on-2. He's got Kai. Kai. It's going to be too far for Ryan on that save. Ball's line with Fink and Henning. Face out comes to Lenny. Sends one through. Save. Up along the boards. Up to the point. Fink sends this right back in. That hits the netting. That's it. Ball loses this draw. Honeybaked with it. Hearts on the forecheck. Honeybaked breakout pass connects. 3-on-2. Henning and ball. Take this away. Ball puts this on net. Mason covers. Penny, Thornton, Day, Henning, Fink. Penny in to take the draw. Honeybaked wins this. Up to the point. Down low. Rims around. Behind Braxton. Honeybaked with it. Braxton pressures. Honeybaked still with it. Through the middle. Kale takes this away. Lots of caught. Penny can't get there. Off, down low. Honeybaked with it. Through the middle. Day not going to get there. Honeybaked still with it. Poked away. Offsides. Braxton got that out. Face off will be in front of the Fox bench. Nope, it'll be the other side. Dylan's line on now. Face-off comes to Parker. Parker gets the red line. We're going to get a penalty here. Fox to the power play. Parker drugged down in front of the benches. Cloister, Penny, Adams, Crochamp, Delaney. Face-off won by Honeybaked. And rimmed all the way around, out of the zone. Mason leaves it for Andrew. Andrew picks this up. He's pressured, turns with it, cycles to Parker. Parker to Andrew. Andrew skates this up, moves it to Ryder. Ryder enters the zone with the puck, slows it down, cycles it off the boards to Parker. Parker with a little bit of space now. Moves over to Andrew. Andrew takes the drop over to Ryan. Cloister to Parker. Parker knocked off this puck. Gets help from Braxton. Rims it behind to Adams. He rims it up the wall to Andrew. Andrew still with it on the goal line now. Around the net. Poked away from him. Honeybaked. Oh, they're going to have a possible. Nope. Parker takes this away. Over to Ryan. 1:10 left on the power play. Ryan's got Braxton backside. Can't catch it. Off the rim. Ryan catches this to Braxton. Braxton knocked off his stick right to Ryan. Ryan up the boards to Parker. Parker sends 1-2. Tipped by Adams up in the air. Side of the net. Penny can't bury it. Puck glove down by Andrew. To Parker rather. To Andrew. Shot loose in the crease. Honeybaked throws this down. That's going to be on the side of the net. Mason gathers. Couple quality chances there for Fox. 40 seconds left in the power play. Langen behind the net. He drops it for Kai. Kai fumbles the drop pass for Langen. Langen pokes it ahead for Ball. Ball's got Dylan and Hartz up ahead. Ball skates this in. Throws the brakes on. Ball pulls it off the wall. On his back end, up to Kai. Kai to Jack. Langen. Back to Kai. Kai over to Langen. Rolling puck. Jack. Shot goes into the corner. Blocked by Honeybaked. Kai swipes at it. Honeybaked's going to have numbers. Chipped out of the zone. 10 seconds left on the power play. Langen picks this up. Jack with it. Heads up ice. 5 seconds left. Mason lets him know. Kai with it. Kai backhands this. Turned over. Hard moves it in deep. Ryan with a hit behind the net. Honeybaked with the puck though. Through the middle. Skates it in. Tank. It's a round tank. Hands on the shot though. Side of the net. Kochal picks him up. Puts him in the corner. Shot. Or pass rather. Doesn't connect. Kai skates this out over to Andrew. And Ryan's going to be offsides. Braxton, Jake, Liam, Parker, Langen. It's off, tied up. Honeybaked takes this right up the gut. Chipped in past Langen in the corner. Parker ties him up. Ups in Braxton's feet now. Braxton up the wall. Honeybaked takes it. Langen forces them up high. D to D now. Shot through. Misses the net. And he doesn't get there. Puck in behind with Langen now. Behind the goal line. Pass beyond Parker. Honeybaked with it. Through the middle. Taya gets a stick on this. Liam picks it up. Liam throws this in deep. Box changes. Honeybaked picks this up. Dylan in on the forecheck. Pass picked up by Ryan. He's got to wait for Dylan. He moves it to Kai. Kai overskates this. Pokes it in the zone. Honeybaked picks it up. Dylan, Kai, puck through the... Oh, going to get a penalty here on Dylan. Hartson, Adams, Fink, and Kolchak. Honeybaked wins this. Walks down. Andrew doesn't have a stick. Gets it back now. Honeybaked still with it. Circles all the way around. Down low. Centering pass. Side of the net wide. Honeybaked chips in deep. With it along the half boards. Backhands one up to the point. Near side now. Back door. Good stick by Adams. Puts this in the corner. Fink on it. Up the glass. Not out. Look up to the point. Near side. Loose. Mason saves. Saves again. Tayan, Teuscher, Durrani, and Langen. .121 left on the PK. Now comes the Langen. Throws this out of the zone. Honeybaked with it. Ryan pressures. Now Taya circles in. Now Ryan circles back in. Honeybaked connects near side. Chips in deep. Gets in behind Parker. Picks this up. Pass. Caught on the feet. Poked away. Parker throws this out of his zone. Slowly picks this up. 50 seconds left on the PK. Honeybaked exits the zone. In on Parker. Around Parker. Shot. Mason saves. Parker sends this all the way down. 30 seconds left on the PK. Honeybaked lines up near side. Enters the zone. Chips around. Fink. Honeybaked still with it. 8 point now. Walks down low. Mason blocker save. Puck in the corner. Honeybaked with it at the point. 15 left. Hards. Dives. Gonna get a trip here on Honeybaked. Four on four for 12 seconds, and then Fox would be on a power play. Honeybaked wins this clean. In the corner. Runs it through the middle. That should be an icing. And it is. High's heading off. Ryder's heading on. Dillon out of the box in 6 seconds. Ryan wins this up to Parker. Parker down for Ryan. Ryan for Ryder. Ryan. Parker. Not going to get there. Honeybaked now on the PK for 1:40. Rims around in the corner. Andrew ties this up. Gets help from Parker. Puck pop 3 to Ryan. Ryan skates this. Soft pass in the middle. Hits Ryder's stick. Goes in deep. Dillon on the forecheck. Honeybaked's going to get this. Rim it all the way around. It's going to get around Parker. Honeybaked picks this up in the zone. Shot. Blocked by Parker over the net. Honeybaked through the middle. Dillon picks this up. 1:10 left on the power play. Dillon goes wide. Goes the brakes on. Drops for Adams. He takes a look. Throws it over to Parker. Andrew's getting it changed. Parker holds. Waits for Langen. Drops for him. Jack walks down. Goes back to Parker. Wobbly puck. Parker picks it up. His shot. Hits the crossbar. Scores! Parker Delaney. Hawks with a power play goal. 2:44 remaining. First period. Ball, Penny, Thornton, Fink, Penny. They have one clean. Penning on it. Runs in deep. Goalie cuts this off. Penny hard after it. Honeybaked picks this up. Reverses. Through the middle. Connects. Ball with a hit. Puck through the middle. Kale cuts this off. Chips. Long stick. Honeybaked ties this up. Penny ties him up. Kale in there to help. Comes D side to Honeybaked. Deep and deep. Ball on him. Back through the middle. Through the middle. Enters the zone. So round Penny. Henning with the hit. Kale picks this up. Flips this out of the zone. Fox gets a partial change. Ball and Penny do. Side of the net. Mason saves. Loose. Honeybaked picks this back up. Down low. Honeybaked on it. Up to the point. D to D. Shot. Kicked into the corner. Honeybaked on it. Fink behind the net with him. 1:40 left. Fink tied up. Honeybaked pulls this out. Up to the point. Kale blocks this shot. Mason blockers it. Harts with the hit. Honeybaked with the puck still. Honeybaked. Puck behind the net with Fink. Fink has his pocket pick. Turns this over. Side of the net poked away. Harts. Honeybaked still with it. Turns the corner. Shot blocked. Loose. Henning. Rims. Not out. Honeybaked through the middle. Misses everybody. Kept in the zone though. Puck with Fink. Fink off the glass. Kale knocks this down. Catches it. Gets it to Antaya. He tips in deep. No icing. Puck tied up at the blue end. Honeybaked pulls this forward. Easy Bill. Don't get another one. Puck comes to Dillon. Dillon working. Not going to get their puck in on Mason. He saves this. Drops it for Jack. 30 seconds left in the period. A lot of pressure here from Honeybaked to end this first. Coach off with it. D to D to Langen. Langen's got Dillon. Doesn't see him. Drops back for Andrew. Too much time to try to kill here at the end. Coach out. Drops to Langen to Toysher. Toysher has his pocket pick. Puck comes to... Oh! 13.6 left. Toysher's line with Crochalk and Langen. Face off, D to D, Honeybaked. Dylan gets a stick on this. Honeybaked gets puck throw in front of their net, chips through the middle. 5 seconds. We got time for one rush. That's going to be a delayed offside. You do it for the first period. Yeah. Right. Fox will start the period on a power play. Honeybaked took one at the end. One of their kids was running his mouth to the ref. Didn't see the call, but probably unsportsmanlike or something. So Fox takes a 1-0 lead into the second period, courtesy of a Parker Duraney power play goal. Fox back to the power play here. Martin, Crochalk, Duraney, Penny, Adams, Toysher. Face off at center ice. Face off. One to Penny. Kicks in deep. Honeybaked takes this. To the middle comes to Parker. Parker over to Andrew. Past his stick. Andrew turns over. Honeybaked gets there first. Poke past Parker. Poked away by Ryan. Ryan skates this through the middle. Enters the zone. Toysher drops for Crochalk. He's tied up. Puck thrown down by Honeybaked. Mason cuts this off at the goal line. Moves it slowly through the middle to Ryan. He moves it back to Parker. Parker in Ryder's, or Penny's feet rather, comes to Andrew to Braxton. Braxton enters his own wide, throws the brakes on. That's not going to connect. Comes to Parker in the neutral zone. Parker turns away. 1:05 left on the power play. Parker with it. Skates up ice. Over to Ryan. And Ryan enters his own. Cuts middle. Rolling puck. Sends a shot that's blocked. Into the corner. Ryan up the wall to Andrew. Andrew over to Parker. Parker looks backside for Ryan, goes up top, splits Ryan and Andrew, comes back to Andrew. 40 seconds left on the power play. Down to Ryan, back to Andrew. Andrew walks down top of the circle, shot. Saves loose, comes right to Parker. Parker over to Ryan. Ryan tries to shovel one down, knocked away by Honeybaked, and they throw this all the way down. 25 left on the power play. Kai, Dylan, Easton, Hartz, Langen. Kai drops for Dylan. Dylan just has to retreat. 12 seconds on the power play. Dylan in around. Turned over. Honeybaked with it. 5 seconds left on the PK. Shot goes wide, side of the net. That will do it for the PK. Honeybaked back to full strength. Dylan with a hit. Ball with the puck. Pulls it out of the zone. Got Dylan and Hartz with him. Ball turns over to the middle. Honeybaked tries to center one out of the zone. Can't. Now they do. It's a skate though, poked back in the zone by Honeybaked. Off the boards, connects, chips in deep. Langen is going to pick this up. Turned over behind the net. Fink with it now. Fink, turns over side of the net. Fink rims. Hartz isn't going to get there. Honeybaked does. They send this down deep. Behind Mason. To the point now. Shot blocked by Jake. Down low. Honeybaked. Shot loose. Side of the net. Jake and Taya. Taya skates this. Throws one far side. No icing. But it's going to let Fox get a change. Fink stands him up with the hit. So Day, Penny, Adams now. Braxton takes a hit behind the net, or Langen does rather. Braxton helps. Langen comes away with it. Langen with space. Skates this up. They're just going to give him the red line. He throws this in. Side of the net. Day on the forecheck. Puck rims around. In the middle. Penny takes this away. Goes, tried to throw it in deep. Cut off by Honeybaked. Walks in. Penny with a stick lift. Henning picks him up. Mason has run into my Honeybaked player in Parker. Net's knocked off. Face off looks like he's going to come outside of the zone. Ryan, Dylan, Kai, Parker, and Lenny. Face off, tied up, comes to Lenny. Lenny tries the sauce one, hits a body. Bouncing puck, Dylan gets this out of his zone. Honeybaked picks this up. Overskated, comes to Dylan, to Ryan. He's got Kai with him, far side. Tries to slide one back to Kai. Tip just wide by Kai. Kai goes down behind the net. Honeybaked chips around him. Honeybaked exits his zone. Dylan with the hit. Puck in deep. Bouncing puck. Comes to Kai. Kai can't throw. It's going to be delayed offsides here on Honeybaked. Comes to Parker. Parker drops for Dill. Dylan keeps this in. Rims around for Kai. Side of the net. Back to Kai. Kai behind the net for Ryan. Ryan throws one over the net looking for Kai. Comes to Parker up the bounce. Parker sends one through that's blocked by a stick. Comes right back to him though. Parker sends one side of the net for Ryan. Ryan centers one through the crease. Kai with it near side. Sauces one behind the net. Hits off Ryan's blade. Pops up in the air. Honeybaked takes this. Parker knocks this down out of midair. Moves it to Dylan. Dylan off the boards to Parker. Parker down for Dylan. Dylan up top for Andrew. Andrew with a lot of room. This shot is blocked. Good block there by Honeybaked along the boards. Andrew takes this away. Back into Parker. Parker walks in. He shoots. Saved. It's in! Parker Duraney with his second of the game. Goalie blocker, 90% of that. Skipped up off his blocker in the back of the net. Fox with a 2-0 lead here. Kai takes, looks like Kai's going to get a penalty after the play here. I didn't see what he did. All right, Fox to the PK here. Kai takes a penalty after the goal. Takes out Honeybaked. Connects in the zone. Through to deep. Down low. Centering pass. Taken away by Langen. Hards can't clear. Comes to Honeybaked. Through to deep. Shot. Hits Mason's knob out of the... it's still in the zone, rather. Rides up to the blue line. Shot blocked by Henning in front. Ryder diving play takes this out of the zone. Penny and Atea out now. Tuck in deep. Or nope, taken out of the zone by Honeybaked. Atea forces him to drop and drop one more time. One minute left on the PK. Penny gets a stick on this. Honeybaked's going to carry it in though. Drop pass and Taya gets a stick on this. Drug through a couple. Fink gets the rest of it. Penny throws this out of the zone. And now on the goalie. 45 left on the kill. Chip pass Ryan. Near side. Andrew can't. Loose in the middle over a stick. Doesn't connect. Gillen with it. 25 left on the penalty to time. Fink rims. Bad bounce, but it gets out. Honeybaked with it. Dropped. 10 seconds left on the PK. There we go. We're going to get an interference here on Honeybaked. Set a pick. Ran right into Dylan. No, he made up for it. He drew a penalty there. He did, but that kid was in the way, in Dylan's way. He interfered with him. So 6 seconds, a 4-on-4, then Fox will be back on the power play. Face off Honeybaked. Rims. Andrew picks this up. Fox on the power play now. Kai out of the box. Ryan winds up, takes it to the middle, drops it to Parker to Andrew. Andrew walks through, taking off the puck. His shot goes wide, comes to Dylan. Dylan sends this down for Ryan, skips over his stick, but comes to Andrew in the corner. Andrew rims it along to Parker. Parker looking for his third here. He sends a shot through, scores! And Ryan's got a tip on that. Face off one by Honeybaked. Ball line out. Ball hard to Adams. Duraney, Granville. Parker with a 3-point game here already. Halfway through the second. Buck up to the point. Honeybaked with it. Their shot blocked by Hartz. Parker with it. Hooked into the corner. Hartz is the first one up. Hartz chips through the middle of the ball. Ball throws the brakes on D side. Takes a look. Skates it back in the zone. Now heads up ice. Through the middle. Ball still with it. Enters the zone. Sends a shot over the net. Granville comes down forward. He's not going to get there. He plays the hit though. Gets help from Ball. Adams switches with Granville. Honeybaked takes this. Tough chip through by Honeybaked. They enter the zone. Langen takes this away. Jack to Day. Day through the middle. A little too far for Tail. Tail chases after it. Honeybaked with it behind the net. Honeybaked with it. Through the middle. Poked away by Fink. Ties him up. Fink takes it away. Fink through the middle. Misses Penny. Off the boards. Connects with right to Fink. Fink. Oh, taken down hard. Fox is going to go to the power play here. Cross check here on Honeybaked. Fox back to the power play. rimmed around. Andrew gets there. Knocked over him. Comes to Parker. Bouncing puck goes right to Honeybaked. Mason way out to play it. Pokes it along. Not out of his own. Honeybaked holds it. Honeybaked walks in. Poked away by Parker. Side of the net through the crease. Comes to Ryder. Ryder slows this down. Drops it for Parker. Parker pops out far side. Slow rolls through the middle. Gets the red line. Moves it to Ryan. Ryan back through the middle to Parker. Parker shot just wide. Looking for three. Puck rims all the way out. Dylan with it. Dylan rolling puck. Can't settle it. Knocks off his stick. Comes to Andrew. Andrew puts this in deep. Up behind the net. Chip to Honeybaked. Up to the point. Dylan can't hold the line. Out of his own. Mason with it. 1:08 left on the PK. 7:10 in the period. Parker with it. Throws one up. Icing. Hudson to take the draw. His line out there with Langen and Fink. Langen with it. Puts it behind the net. Langen over to Kai. Kai through the middle. Goes wide. Sends one on. Easy save. Penny. Nope. Just kidding. Dylan, Ryder, Ryan. Kerchak, Durrani. Face off one to Andrew. Andrew walks down, cycles it to Parker. Parker backhands it to Ryan. Ryan with a lot of room. His shot saved, loose. Comes back to Ryan. Bouncing puck moves it to Parker. Parker settles it. Moves it to Ryan. Down for Adams. Adams stands on the pass and moves it to Ryan. Ryan to Parker at the blue line. 15 left on the power play. Parker drops to Ryan. Ryan to Parker. Shot. Misses the net. That's going to rim all the way out. Ryan with it. 5 seconds left down the power play. Ryan winds up, heads to the middle. Backhands one to Ryder. Ryder to Andrew on his backhand. Andrew turns in the corner, has it, takes the hit, moves it behind the net. Comes to Honeybaked. They rim. Going to get around Langen. Icing arm is up. It's going to be beat out. Honeybaked with it. Through the middle, connect. Shot. Mason save. Face off one to Honeybaked. He sends one wide. Mason glove save. Face off. Up to the point again. Honeybaked with it. D to D now. Sends one down. Rims all the way around. In the corner. Langen ties him up. Honeybaked pulls this out. Lenny with a hit. Honeybaked pulls it back out. Centering pass. Doesn't connect. Honeybaked with it though. Side of the net. Blocked. Up to the point. Honeybaked with it. Near side now. Along the boards. Through the middle. Tipped into the corner. Langen tries to chip this to ball. He does. Ball cycles to Langen. Tied up. Honeybaked takes this nice move, but ball skates into it. Ball chips around the contact. Ball through the middle of the Hearts. Kai stays on sides. Honeybaked with it. It's around Hearts. Pulls it back behind the net though. Through the middle, connects. Pass doesn't connect. Far side. Up to the point. Shot blocked by Kale. Chips this out of the zone. Kale off to the races. Not going to get there. Honeybaked with it. In deep. Comes to Krochop. Krochop to Intea. He throws this in deep. Kale and Braxton on the forecheck. Penny's going to tie this up. Rimmed by Honeybaked's going to come to Kale. Kale. Oh, bad pass. Kale through the middle. Right to Honeybaked. Shot. Mason glove saves. Racers line out. Up down low, Ryan with it. Ryan behind the net. Off the glass. Looking for Kai. Doesn't connect, but Dylan skates into it. 3-on-2. Dylan, Ryan shoots. Save. Up through the middle. Honeybaked exits with speed now. Dylan on the back check. Parker takes him wide. Mason plays him into the corner. Honeybaked with a centering pass. Dylan gets him along the near boards. Parker picks him up. Parker forces the cycle. Comes to Langen. To Parker. Not out. Now it's out. Honeybaked cuts this off at the red line. Sends in deep. Mason. Bouncing puck. He doesn't get any of this. Honeybaked with it. Through the middle. Parker gets a stick on this. Ryan with it. Ryan off the glass. Kept in. Puck turned over. Kai. Oh, yeah. Dylan up ahead. Goes to Ryan instead. Ryan drops to Dylan, but Dylan had to wait to get on sides. He hadn't had his feet moving yet. Honeybaked with it through the middle. Dylan pokes this away. Loose shot scores. Fox gives one up late here in the second. 3:13 left. Balls line out. Hart's hard on the forecheck. Hart's forcing them back. Rimmed around. Ball not going to get there. Cuts this off though. Ball back into this in deep. Through the middle, just past Ryder. Misses Granville. That should be an icing. And it is. Penny and Taya Thorington. Granville Krochop. Offense's zone draw. Face off one to Andrew. Sends one through, goes wide. Granville steps down for it. Sends one through, tip by Penny, loose, and Taya. Jake riding a 3-game goal streak here. He's hungry for one. Through the middle, connects. Kale takes this away. Kale's got Jake with him. Kale just gets the red line, flips it in deep, on net, and goalie plays this. Kale forces a cover. She sounds so excited when she says that. Go HB. Ryan's line out. Henning and Fink. 2:30 left. Comes to Lenny. Can't keep it. He delays. Waits. Up in deep. Ryan in on the forecheck. Gets around him. Kai picks him up though. Forces a bad pass in the corner. Kai after it. Reverse. Ryan Forcing another reverse. Pink skate cuts this off. Puck bouncing to Ryan. Ryan sends it in deep. 2 minutes left. High. Gets beat to this puck. Puck runs around. Lenny steps. Holds the line. Dylan. Dylan sends a shot through. Side of the net. To the point. Nope. Honeybaked cuts this off. They skate it up. Dylan forces them. Oh, he goes inside. Pink steps on a stick, though, of Dylan. Shot saved off the post. That was a calamity of errors there. Pink stepped on Dylan's stick. Caused the 3-on-2 the other way. High ties him up. Gets knocked off this puck. Comes to Dylan. Or to Ryan, rather. Ryan flips this. That's out of zone. 1:20 left. Puck in deep. Gets around Pink. Side of the net. Wrap around the net. Nope. Pulls it out. Up to the point now. Shot through. Saved. Loose. In the feet. Honeybaked pulls this out. And they're in the corner with it. Up to the point. Dylan flashes out. Shot. Glove save by Mason. .3 left. Ice cut after this. 3-1. Deraney, and Toysher are your goal scorers. Face off one by Hartz. Parker with it. Rims. That's not going to get out. Shot through. Tipped by Hartz into the corner. Hartz picks this up. Hartz taken down. We're going to keep playing though. Puck turned over. Honeybaked with it. Poked away by Parker. Turned over though. Adams goes for a shot block. Can't find it. Loose. Covered. Good play by Parker there. Parker never panics. That puck comes on his stick at the top of the crease. He just holds it there and lets Mason jump on it. Dylan, Ryan, Kai back out now. Never mind. Dylan, Ryan, Ryder out. Kai heads back to the bench. 36.6 left. E-zone draw here for Fox. It's up one by Honeybaked. Up to the point. D to D. Mason glove save. Face off. Ryan flips high, glove down, but in the neutral zone. Honeybaked throws this in the zone. It's going to come to Parker. Parker flips it back through the middle. Honeybaked plays this back deep. 15 left in the period. Far side. Enters in on Parker. Forces them back. Dylan with the hit. Honeybaked with the puck. Centers one. Misses everybody. Up in the corner. Langen with the hit. 5 seconds left. To the point. Out of the zone. That will do it for the period. Fox will take a 3-1 lead into the locker room for intermission. All right, back for the start of the third here. Fox ahead, 3-1. Delaney, Foyster are your goal scorers. Puck chipped in deep by Honeybaked. Parker picks this off, throws it in. That's going to be a nice thing.
Marianne's taking care of her sister in Savannah who had a hip replacement.
Aim five. Puck. One to Langen. Tries to go off the glass. Hits a Honeybaked player. In the corner. Honeybaked trips through the middle. Ryan takes this away. Glove down at the point puck. Move down low. Parker takes a hit. Gets the puck with Dylan. Puck in the corner. Honeybaked got it. Centering pass. Ryan puts this on Mason, but then chips it behind the net. Honeybaked with it in the slot. Poked away by Langen. Hits Kai. Jack's going to skate this out of the zone. Jack gets the red line. Flips this in. Not deep, though. Honeybaked takes this. Fox is going to get it too many times. Kai's going to serve this for the team. Bad change there by Fox. Results in the too many men penalty. Hartson, Adams, Krochonk, and Henry. Lost to Honeybaked here. Hart splashes out. Back down deep on Andrew in the corner. In behind the net. Centering pass. Shot goes wide. That's going to clear onto the zone. Hart skates down. Heads out of the zone now. Adams through the middle. That connects. Kicks off a foot to Henning. Oh, he hits Adams with it, and it enters the zone for Honeybaked. 1:30 left. Andrew with a stick. Andrew can't get this out. Comes to Hart. He throws it out of the zone. Boyster and Lakefield. Chip beyond Dylan. 3-on-3 enters the zone. Ryan takes him wide. Up behind the net. Bank. Gets there. Doesn't get it out though. Puck turned away to Parker. He does get it out. On the side, Honeybaked with it. Dylan pokes this away. Comes to Fink. Fink delays. Throws this on net. Goalie saves. 55 left. Hartson, Adams, Delaney, and Fink. Parker gets a stick on this. Bounces to Fink. Side of the net. Fink taken down. Puck comes to Parker. He elevates this out of the zone. Goalie plays it along. Fink changes Henning back on. Parker makes a change. Langen on. Adams and Hart. 30 seconds left on the PK for Fox. Near side, Honeybaked accelerates in. Puck in deep. Mason's not going to get there. Honeybaked does. Chip down low. Langen ties him up. Puck moves up to the point. Back down low. Turns the corner with it at the dot. His shot. Doesn't make it through. Side of the net. Shot. Mason saves. Loose. Still loose. That's it. Face off one. Honeybaked. Fox gives up a PK goal there. Delaney with it now. Takes behind the net. Cycles. Langen. Kai doesn't get there. Puck down deep. Honeybaked with it. Through the middle. Doesn't connect. Kai takes this. Kai chips it off the glass. To the neutral zone. D to D. Honeybaked. In their zone. Drops back to the D. And his D picks it up. Takes it behind the net. Kai on the forecheck. That puck doesn't connect. Ryan skates into it now. Dylan
Kai rather kicks it to himself. Over to Ryan. Ryan walks in. Shoots. Save. Comes back to Ryan. He's got Parker up top. Moves it to him. Parker sends a shot that's blocked. Dylan races over. Keeps this in. Ryan down to Kai. Kai, bad angle. That's going to come out of the zone. Krochok with it. Andrew behind the net with it. Off the glass to Fink. Fink with it. Through the middle. Misses everybody. Here, Taya was letting that go to Penny. Didn't connect. Penny and Taya Thornton Fink Krochok. Face off one to Honeybaked. Walks down. Just like that, tie hockey game. Honeybaked with it. Through the middle. Hopefully by Parker. Back comes to Hartz. Hartz skates this in. Sends it in deep. Hartz picks this up. No, he doesn't. Honeybaked with it. Ball in the corner. Doesn't get them. Bounces. Honeybaked throws this down. Parker gloves it down. Hartz rolls a tire. Heads out of the zone. Honeybaked with it. Chips. All the way out. High sticking on Fox. That'll stay here in front of Mason. Come on, boys. Lays out, dives. Face off. One by Honeybaked. D with it. To the point. Shot tips over the net. Behind the net, Andrew. Tied up by two. Gets up from Ryan. Puck comes to Andrews. Plays it soft off the boards in the corner. Ryan tries to poke it along for Dylan. Dylan tied up. Gets it to Ryan. He bats it out of the zone. Ryan off to the races. Ryan slides one to Kai. Kai shot. Toe save. Didn't get much on it. Puck gets to Ryan Dylan. Through the middle. Ryan gets a stick on this. Andrew steps, pokes it back. Puck in the zone. Langen to Dylan. Dylan catches. Throws it far side. Bouncing puck to Kai. Kai's got Braxton with him. Braxton can't corral this. Comes to Atea. Jake pokes it at. Hits Braxton. To Kai. Kai flips in deep. Looks for Antea. Off the boards. Through the middle. Antea on the forecheck. Puck rimmed around. Baked with it. Through the middle. Connects. Turned away by Cale. Braxton with it. Braxton enters. He's got Antea and Duraney. Duraney looks for Braxton. He's not going to get there. Puck chipped up. Cale pokes that back down low to Parker. Parker drags through. Sends a shot into the corner. Comes to Cale. Cale sends one behind the net. Honeybaked with it. Puck along the boards. Icing. Face off. Up to Andrew. Sends one through. Glove save. It's off. Ball moves this back to Andrew. Walks the blue line on his backhand. Goes to break side. Sends one through. Hits a body. Comes right back to him. Andrew with it. Backhands it behind the net. Adams near side out. Adams cycles this up for Langen. Doesn't get there though. Honeybaked exits 3-on-3. The blue line. Langen with the hit. Gets through it though. Gets past ball. Puck just sits there out of the zone. Puck in deep. Mason slows this down. Doesn't get all of it though. Honeybaked to the middle. Ball takes this away. Ball's got Dylan up ahead. Doesn't see him. Now he does. Dylan catches. He's got Kai far side. Good stick by the D. Breaks that up. Through the middle. Taken away by Fink. Indy. Parker ties him up behind the net. Honeybaked corrals it up to the point. Shot. Mason with the save. Puck in the corner. On low. Parker goes for the hit. Gets under it though. Parker turns him away in the corner. Behind the net. Fink battles. Doesn't get this. Honeybaked with it. Throws the brakes. Goes back down in the corner. Centering pass. Gloved down by Parker. Comes right to Honeybaked. Turned away to Ryan though. Ryan 3-on-2. Got Dylan up ahead. Moves it to him. Dylan got Kai and Ryan. Tries to go to Ryan. Down low. Turned over. Honeybaked with it behind the net now. To the middle. Honeybaked with it. Deep up in the air. Glove down by Lenny. He chips this out for Kai. Kai's got Dylan with him. 2-on-1. Good back check here from Honeybaked though. Evens that up. Dylan or Kai. Ryan. Shot hits Dylan in front. Ryan to Kai. Kai to Ryan. Ryan, front of the net. Shot. Save. Behind the net. No, Honeybaked in the corner. Kai ties him up. Waits for Dylan. Puck rims. Lenny holds the line. Moves it down for Dylan. Dylan. Ryan drags through. Side of the net. Through the crease. Looking for Kai. Kai gets muscled off this puck. Dylan. Lenny. That's going to be off. Oh, that was not off. Sure looked like it from this view. Penny and Teo Thornton out now, and we should have an icing here, and we do. Come on, boys, make something happen. 8:44 left. Third period. Parker and Granville join them. Let's have one by Honeybaked. Exit through the middle. Parker gets his stick on this. Hits Granville. Middle. Parker takes this away. Or no, Granville does rather. Oh. So just because they yell for a penalty, they get one? And Taya to the box here. Box to the PK. Timeout here by Honeybaked. I can't do it. I'm joking about lunch now. So just leave that all that. It was nice. So as we come to the end of the year here, there's a lot of questions about nationals. Obviously, the team that wins next weekend wins the state championship. Michigan will get an automatic bid. We have to assume that if Fox wins, that Honeybaked and Caesars will get a bid in the States, being number one and number two in the country. Caesars win, Honeybaked will get a bid being number two. And obviously, if Honeybaked wins, they'll get a bid, and Caesars will be number one. Fox's clearest path is obviously just to win state. Easier said than done. Playing the number two team in the country now and potentially the number one team in the country next weekend at some point. That said, there's 4 at-large bids for teams that don't win their regions. A team from Massachusetts, a team from Buffalo, and this other team from Michigan are going to likely take 3 of those 4. So this weekend, Fox is rooting heavy for Chicago Mission, LA Junior Kings, teams, Pitt Penn's Elite. Fox needs everyone to hold serve here and then take care of their own business and possibly snake that last bid to nationals like last year. Again, we'll know in a couple of weeks once all the regions are finalized and the at-large bids have been handed out. Side of the net, Honeybaked misses there. So obviously, once we know, we'll post and let everyone know if the season's going to continue or not. But a lot of hockey left here this weekend. Fox can still punch their ticket. But win, lose, or draw today, they're playing next weekend. They will have an opportunity to play for the state championship. Obviously, if they win here, it's a lot easier path next weekend. Not that there is an easy path, but easier. 7:54 left, 3-3 tie. 1:23 left on the penalty to Jake. Honeybaked with the draw. Our side, throwing pressures, pucks up in the air. Parker's going to glove this down to himself. Rips it off the board, so almost smokes the linesman. Goalie plays this behind the net. Skate into it with 1:05 left on the PK. Dylan cycles in. Captain on captain here, turns him away. Pass connects far side. And deep. Mason's not going to get there. That's run hard around. Corral to the point. D to D. Steps out. Turns over. Oh, Dylan kicks this out of zone. He's got Ryan with him. 2-on-1 the other way. Hard back check by Honeybaked. Evens it up. Shot goes wide. Ryan side of the net. Can't corral it. 35 seconds left on the PK. Ryan and Dylan skate out. Honeybaked breaks this out through the middle. Next, far side. Going deep. Mason doesn't even try for this one. Honeybaked with it. Cycled in deep. Parker picks him up. Parker with the hit. Through the hands. A little too far for Langen, though. Honeybaked takes this. 15 left on the PK. Adams doesn't get a stick on this. Honeybaked with it in the corner. Up to the point now. D to D. Shot. Mason. Glove save and a hole. 6 seconds left on the PK. Hartz and Adams. Penning and Fink. He is up, ready to come out with 6 seconds left. It's top one by Honeybaked. Up to the point. Shot through 2. Man, that hits a body and then the post. And Taya joins the fray now. 5-on-5 hockey. Cycled down into the corner. Hartz with the high up. He is tied right back up. Hartz down on the knee. Poked out. Lenny can't get their puck through the middle. Shot. Lenny's stick goes over Mason. So does the puck. Up behind the net now. Honeybaked with it. Rolling puck. Turned away. Down low. Banks not going to get there. He takes a big hit. Ties the puck up. Rimmed up to the point. Adams forces him to dump it deep. Puck's tied out by Henning. Honeybaked with it. Pulls it off the boards. 5:45 left here. Ground low. Connects. Long shift for all 10 of these players. Centering pass through the middle. Jake gets a stick on this. Not going to get this out. Up to the point. Honeybaked takes it out of the zone now. Ball gets the change. Nobody else does. And he's out now. Shot. Side of the net. Ball with it. Kale's out with him. Through the middle looking for Kale. Turns over. Kale picks this up. Out of the zone. Puck's up in the air. Puck comes to Ball. Ball tried to feed one through the middle. Honeybaked takes this away. Off the boards. Out of the zone. Langen. Soft chip for Kale. Kale enters the zone. Goes in deep. Goes wide. Andrew steps down for it. Gets there. Pokes it in deep for Penny. Honeybaked with it. Drop pass. Through the middle. That should be an icing, and it is. Offensive zone draw here. Andrew heads off. Langen and Duraney, Poitras, Lakefield, Holland. 4:50 left, third period. 3-3 tie. Face off, won by Honeybaked. The glass, glove down by Parker, holds the blue line, sends this in deep. Kai tags up, Ryan heads in. And has that poke past him. Honeybaked with it. Backhands it along. Langen just kicks this in. Dylan backhands it the rest of the way. Goalie out to play it. Ryan hard after it. It's not going to get there. Dylan into the corner does. Dylan kicks this along. Pulled out by Honeybaked. 2-on-3 on 2 the other way. Kai evens up numbers. Goes wide. Trying to get around Parker. Can't. Pulls up. Near side. Cycled in deep. Parker gets a piece of this. Honeybaked through the middle. Right to Kai. Bounces over his stick. Kai pulls this D side. Throws it off the glass. Through the middle to Ryan. Ryan gets a stick on this. Ryan's got Kai and Hart's. Ryan enters. Sauces one to Kai. Kai shot blocked wide. Comes to Parker. Parker sends one that is knocked down. And he makes. He will break out. Andrew pokes this along, keeps it in the zone. Hartz has that knocked out. Comes the rest of the way. Turned over to Kai. Kai enters. He's got ball and Hartz with him. Kai shot, fan down, comes to Trochalt. He delays. He takes a look. He's got Fink coming far side. Sends it down to ball. He mishandles it, but he gets it back. Knocked off this puck. Honeybaked exits with it. In on Fink. And side of the net, Andrew picks this up. 3.5 left. 3-3 game, third period. Near side, Fink. Fink heads up ice. Sends one. That is corralled by Honeybaked. Up in the air now. Bouncing puck comes to Ryder. Adams. To himself. Through the middle for Penny. Knocked off his stick to Antea. Shipped along. Antea throws in deep. Rims around. Out of the zone. Parker races over, gets a stick on it. Honeybaked with it. Through the middle, hits a body, goes wide. Shot through scores. Fox has given up 3 straight in the third period to go behind 4-3 with 2:47 left. Oysters line out now. Duraney and Langen. Fox needs one. Parker moves this along. Honeybaked with it. Off the boards. Connects. Langen stands him up. Langen with the puck to Ryan. Ryan gets in his feet. Knocked off this puck. Off the boards. Dylan's going to cut this off. Down for Kai. Kai, he flubs one through the middle. Taken by Honeybaked out of the zone. Langen. See Mason leaves the zone here pretty quick. Nothing yet. Fox does have their timeout in their back pocket. Dylan, Ryan, loose. Out of the zone. Langen slides this along right to Honeybaked, though. They walk in on Andrew. His shot wide. 2 minutes left here. Turns away with it. It's around Ryan. Oh, Mason with a big save. If Fox does come back here, remember that save. Point blank. Walks in, turns away. Shot. Oh, Mason needs a cover here. Honeybaked with it. Quick whistle there. It's like coach is going to take his time out here. .137 left. Neither team has their timeout. Ryan, Parker, Andrew, Kai, Dylan. Imagine once Fox gets possession out of the zone, Mason will be headed to the bench. Parker heads up ice. Mason getting the call. No, turned over. Good thing Mason stayed. Shot blocked by Andrew. Up in the corner. Oh! Face off, tied up. Ryan skates into it. Turns it over. Honeybaked walks down. Shot blocked by Andrew. Mason lets this go to Ryan. He throws it off the glass for Dylan. He turns it over. Shot over the net. 1 minute left. Parker breaks his stick. Parker without a stick. Parker's going to skate into his stick here. Mason joins him. Mason heads off. Fox 6 on foul. No, that's off. That's wide. Okay. 32 left. Puck off free to Andrew. Andrew, Dylan. Dylan through the hit. Gets the puck in deep. Honeybaked, rims. Andrew with the body. Parker with the puck. Parker, Ryan shoots wide side of the net. Dylan centers one. Andrew saved. Oh my gosh. Parker shot wide. That will do it.